Well, this was unexpected. I bought a 360 cam. So if you've been following my channel for any period of time, you know that I am a huge fan of the DJI cameras, all the forms, the Pocket 3, which I'm filming on now, the action cams. I love their drones. And I was contemplating getting the Nano. A lot of people like it for that sort of low impact, easy to wear, kind of POV, BTS camera to kind of, effortlessly film what's going on while you're working and be able to use that in your behind the scenes footage for YouTube channel. And I can see a place for it, but I have two Action 6 cameras and an Action 4 and an original Osmo Action. And it's not too heavy for me to use it in that format. I've done it before. I've got a magnet mount for that, and I've got a hat mount, and I've used it, and it hasn't been a major problem. So it'd be like, okay, yeah, I could get it, but I don't think I need it. But as I was poking around, I started digging into what this 360 cam can do, and I was like, now this is a compelling other option. One of the things I didn't like about the Nano is the built-in battery. So while the Pocket 3 also has the same thing, you can run it off external power. So if there's ever a problem, that can be at least dealt with and the camera's still valid. The Nano, if the battery's gone, I don't know that I can do anything about that, especially here in the US with the DJI ban that's in place, and we don't know what is going to happen over the next few years. So that became a deterrent for me. Speaking of batteries, the big bonus of this is this uses exactly the same battery pack as what's in the Action 6 and the Action 4. So I have plenty of batteries for this camera, and so depending on the need, I can swap from one camera to the next, all the same battery system. One of the things I like about buying within an ecosystem is that there's that compatibility. It also uses the same mounting brackets on the bottom as the other magnetic mounts. Now, it doesn't work with the 6 mount because it's got that double magnet. This is the older magnet, but it does work with anything I have from the 4 mounts. And I have plenty of those because I like to have options for throwing it on a stick, throwing it on a suction cup. So I have plenty of those around. So it became like I didn't have to buy a whole lot, just the camera. And now I've got this other tool. And what excites me about this, because I've not really played around with it in years, is that 360 field of view. It used to be very cumbersome. I had one of the old GoPros. I can't even remember what it was called, but it was a 360 cam. But the computer software has gotten to a place where this is not really too hard to do. In fact, you can do the editing right on your phone. And what I like about it is that, as a behind the scenes camera, you could put this up and then hit record and do your setups or do whatever you're working on. And this is getting everything. So then when you get back to the edit suite, you can then keyframe where you want it to look. Like if you walk across set, you can have it follow you and then come back to camera or whatever. Like it's over there getting everything, and you can make the decisions later in post. And I think that is a really cool thing. Another reason I was really interested in this is that, the drone laws have gotten tougher and tougher in the US, and I don't have my Part 107 license. Whenever I need drone work, I will hire a buddy of mine who's got the license. But for some little accent pieces in your video to look like drone work, this does a very convincing job. I've seen a few guys on YouTube, I'll put some examples up here, where because of the wide angle on it, and if you put this on, which I've already purchased one of these 3-meter selfie poles, which is hilarious, 3-meter selfie, how big am I? But a 3-meter selfie pole, and you carefully pull it up, you can get one of those really cool drone style reveals. It's really convincing. Like I can't wait to use it in that application. You can carry it up in the air and have it moving through trees. You can do a lot of what you would do as drone shots with this thing and not have to worry at all about having an FAA license, because I don't think there's a license required for a 3-meter stick. I don't think that's a thing. So I am looking forward to kind of cheating some drone movement and not have to worry about it. Plus, get that interior drone looking shot. Again, just with this camera. That was another reason I was very interested in what I might be able to do with this camera. And as I mentioned before, beyond those, there's a wide open world of creative options for your camera movement. You know, when you are capturing everything all at once, you can do things that you wouldn't do with a normal camera in post-production. You let your editing become the creative time, not the camera setup. Just hit the camera and go, move all around with it, and later say like, oh, I want it to do this now, and now I want it to go here, and there's no missed shots. So I find this, I'm very excited, and you're gonna see me using this a lot in upcoming videos. In fact, when the weather gets better, I live in the maelstrom that is Northeast Ohio, and it has been 70 degrees and then 20 degrees and then 30 degrees and then windstorm and then snowstorm, and I haven't felt like doing anything outdoors with cameras as of yet. But once we have a little bit of decent weather, I'm going to do some experimenting. I'm going to go play around with this for an afternoon, and I'll show you the results of the shots that I was able to get. But yeah, I got a new toy, and it's a 360 cam. Do you have one of the new DJI 360 cams? What are you doing with it? Are you finding fun, new creative ways to take advantage of that 360 point of view? Let me know about it in the comments. I'd like to hear what you're doing, and maybe you can give me some inspiration. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do the like, share, and subscribe. And in the meantime, like my buddies over at Film Riot says, film, edit, repeat. I think it's something like that.